gather around the warehouse, y'all, it's time to load the truck. Doc's Dynasty Hour is rolling in. Tim Kanak's got the look. Doc Eisenhauer is riding shot.
Welcome to Doc's Dynasty Hour. This is your host, Tim Kanak. You can find me on X at Fantasy Aceball, and you can find the one and only Doc Eisenhauer at Doc Eisenhauer on X. We're back, baby. It's been a few weeks. We got our vacations out of the way. No more vacations ever again. You get us every week now, at least until you guys stop caring about baseball. But we're here. We're here for the long haul now, I think. Right, Doc?
Bro, we'll see. I'm on vacation first week of August. Look at me. I went on vacation. I became a high schooler. What's going on? I got younger.
That's what happens, right? You're supposed to get younger on vacation.
I guess so. No, I was on podcast vacation. I got a real vacation coming up first week of August. But until then, yeah, we'll see. Probably rock a few pods.
All right. That's okay. Hey, that means we're going to get through the trade deadline. The main thing is we're going to get action through the trade deadline. We're going to get action through the draft. So those are some big times. We got some big times coming here. Anyway, we're going to start this podcast off because Doc has wifey time planned for tonight. So we're going to fly through this bad boy for y'all. But we got moves that we made. And this last week, it's been, I guess, 3 weeks since our last pod. But this last week, I added the one and only Cooper Pratt like 1 second after he got called up. Like right when I saw him doing the high fives in the dugout, I went a 20-teamer. I'm like, boom, added before anyone else gets him. So I snagged me a Cooper Pratt. And in that same league, Doc, tell me if you like this move. I added Ty Madden because someone dropped him when he got sent down. And I added him right when Troy Melton got hurt. And then Jack Flaherty also hit the IL. So I'm like, okay, Madden's going to be coming back pretty soon here, I think. You like that?
It's probably. I mean, but Melton's fine, right?
I think he is.
He looks fine. He says he's
day to day. I think is what it is. Flaherty's on the IL, but I think Melton's day to day.
Melton says he's back now. Melton says he's making his next start.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see if Ty Madden backfills for Flaherty or what they do in the Flaherty spot.
You love Flaherty.
No, not anymore. No, I'm done, man. Actually, I'll tell you, I hate Flaherty, and I just was trying to sell him in that league hard. And I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to get anything for him. And now he's so we'll see. So we'll see. There's people in this league who would listen to this, and now they'll be like, "Yeah, we know Tim. We know your tricks." 14-teamer. I added Foster Griffin in this league like 3 weeks ago, Doc, and he's been fire ever since then. So this is my shout out. You're gonna have a shout out later. Here's a shout out to Foster Griffin, who is. We're gonna let this one linger here. Foster Griffin is basically this year's version of the guy that you're going to shout out on your shout out. So we'll leave that there. And people are going to be wondering now who Doc's shout out is and how he relates to Foster Griffin. All right. In the same 14-team league, I traded Ryan Waldschmidt, a 24th round Ryan Waldschmidt, and a 13th round Jordan Lawler for a 23rd round Nolan McLean. What do you think about that one, Doc?
It's probably a win-win for both sides. I mean, I think Waldschmidt is probably losing some excitement because he's not giving you the juice yet. But, I mean, it just depends on your need at that point, right? If you're and like some leagues, pitching you can find easy. Sometimes it's a premium. It just depends where you are in your competitive cycle. So I think that could be a win-win.
I am competing in that league, and I think my ace is Parker Messick. That's right.
My pitching's a mess in so many leagues, man. I don't know what to do. I used to be like I got lucky, or I don't know, or I felt like I knew what I was doing with pitching. And this year I just feel like shrugging my shoulders. Guess we'll see, We'll see.
I've been streaming like 5 guys a week in that league. It's pretty bad. I had like Cole Reagans was my ace coming into the year. George Kirby was my second guy, and Kirby's been awful, so it's just not been good. Last move for me is in a 30-teamer, the MLB Data Warehouse League. I snuck an ad, Malcolm Moore. He was just outside of my top 150 in my updated rankings here, and I was able to add him in that league. So sneaky little 30-team ad. So if you are in a 30-teamer, Malcolm Moore might be available, a catcher for the Rangers. He's having a really hot year, and he's a former first-round pick, so got some good pedigree there. What do you think about that one? You're in that league.
I'm just looking at that league because I know I'm doing well in that league. Yeah, I'm 26 games ahead of John in our division. That's It's a tough look for John. I'm a 6th overall. I feel like that's okay. What's your team name? Your Cardinals?
I am the Cardinals.
Not seeing you anywhere near me here.
I'm in 4th in my division. I'm over 500, but I'm in 4th in my division.
Your mid card, yeah.
On the IL.
Okay.
like literally half my team is on the IL, and I'm just not even adding anybody because I'm like, there's nobody even to add. So I've got like Mike Trout, and Story, and Woodruff, and like I've got like all these injured guys just sitting on my team.
I guess he's not in anything we're going to talk about today, but we haven't been able to really talk about the solidified success of Jordan Walker. Obviously, it made it. I mean, all last season you were talking about you wouldn't buy him from me. I couldn't sell him to you.
No.
You were out. I was concerned because the exhibitions, the preseason. I'm like the spring training. I'm like it looked like the same guy.
5 times.
It looked like the same guy, if not worse. And so I'm like, I thought he was starting the year in AAA, and then for some reason he just like figured it out day one. I'm like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Luckily I had a few shares laying around still, including this league, so I think he's been a big reason in helping carrying that team. Gosh, what a guy. Good for the Cardinals though. I traded him away in one league after the first couple of weeks. Like I thought I was selling high, got a couple firsts back, and I'm like, 30 teamer, right? I'm like, yeah, dude. And I was like, I took it in stride though. I said, you know what? I have other shares, and if he succeeds, it's good for the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. If he doesn't, I just stole 2 first. Anyway, look at him now. So
King of the castle.
Yeah, King of the castle. I just watched. I showed my Borat to my wife for the first time. I don't think she'd ever seen it.
Oh no, good. Is that good or bad? That could be good or bad for to watch that. No, just don't watch the other one.
It's not as shocking anymore. Remember, it's shocking when you're kids, but these days,
I talked to someone yesterday, and he was like, "I watched Team America with my 13-year-old daughter for the first time." I was like, "Oh, how'd that go? That's a brilliant move." Watch that with your daughter, okay?
13-year-old son, of course. 13-year-old daughter.
That's a little weird.
Yeah,
that's a little weird. All right, So Doc, you made some trades. What was the first trade you made here?
So I'm in this weird score sheet format. I'm in too deep, folks. I'm in too deep. But score sheets, like this old school, real gamer kind of like you basically pick the team. It's not just normal fantasy. It's kind of based on how they do in real life, and they put it through this projection model. It's like it's so weird, but it's cool. It's like oddly addictive. It's basically done on HTML. I think it possibly literally on HTML. I'm not like a nerd, so I don't know what that means, but it sounds correct. I traded Peter Lambert. Oh yeah, here's the weird quirk. They draft like every month. Like you do a couple extra rounds every month. There's no free agency. So you can't just pick up guys, there's no waivers. So you do like a new draft for like 3 rounds every month. So I had a pick upcoming, the 3rd pick to start this round. Guys like Carson Milbrandt were available if you wanted to go prospect route. But other than that, like they had Blaze Jordan, which would have been interesting. I like Blaze Jordan a lot. I'm so happy for him. Such a roller coaster of prospect. Could have put him on my list. There's a couple of guys I had ready to talk about. I guess apparently they're all Cardinals. But Blaze Jordan, he would have been available. But honestly, other than that, though, it's just basically like relievers. Like it's not that interesting. So I traded Peter Lambert, who's I believe in. I think he's solid. Then that upcoming pick, and these guys draft so weird that I'm like, I can get a really good prospect whenever I pick next anyway, because half the guys are going to pick relievers. You know what I'm saying? And then I traded next year's like, we'll all keep 10, so it's the 10th round pick essentially. Like whatever for Vinny Pasquantino and Connolly Early. I think that's a great deal.
That's crazy. The guy who had Vinny P just didn't want to roster a hurt guy.
Yeah, this is starting to look like a lost season for Vinny, which sucks. Because I just gave him a huge money in the salary league. You never know. I mean, he can come back and like crush it down the stretch. He owes it to us. You owe it to me, Vinny. I got you everywhere.
He had back issues all year until now, and then right when the back started getting better, then he breaks his hand.
He was just heating up. It's so frustrating, man. Gosh, my one league is cursed right now. But then my next pick, like what did I say? My next pick a whole round later. In fact, it's more than a whole round later because it snaked. So at the end of the 2nd round, I picked Caden Scarborough, which is like little bit
Why is he
behind.
there? That's why you're wearing the Rangers shirt today.
Yeah, that's why.
All right, nice. I like that.
White Langford hit a home run too. Anyway, so that was a cool one. And I also made you want to hear about the other trade real quick before we move on?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of a janky looking deal here. I'm sure you can't even understand it. So I'm accidentally succeeding in a 30-teamer where I had two 30-teamers for Scout the Stat Line. I thought I was going to compete in one and rebuild on the other, and it's flipped anyway. Dead last in the other one. I have no business being like in playoff contention in this category league. So I figured I might as well my hitters are good. I need to upgrade the pitching. So I don't like to do a move like this, but I had to do it. I'm competing by accident. Traded Quinn Matthews and David Shields. And I'm trying to read this because I'm
T10 this week. David Shields and Quinn Matthews were both in my top 10 prospects this week.
I like them. I like both. We know this. And so I traded both and a 4th-round pick for Justin Lampkin, who's a Kansas City hot rising prospect pitcher. He's now in Double-A. So more proximal than David Shields was my logic, and honestly got some gas, good frame. And then Robbie Ray and Justin Verlander are coming back. Now, if you're in a 12-teamer or a 20-teamer or anything less than a 30-teamer, you're probably puking. You're like, what are you doing? And if you're rebuilding, you're puking, right? You're like, how you had the prospects? They finally were working out. Here's the thing, man. David Shields is young, but I'm like, that just gives you more time to get the TJ. That's kind of where we're at these days, right? So especially if I'm in that competitive window, I don't want to blow it. I got Matt Olson hanging out there, Cody Bellinger. They're not going to be in their prime forever. So I unfortunately forced to compete here. Now, here's some news I'm going to break. I'm going to break this news, and I don't know the details fully, but this is factual, what I'm about to say. After I make the trade, I've been so out of the loop, guys. I was on Discord, and I finally went to the Prospects Live server. I haven't been there in like a long time. Unfortunately, I'm on a hiatus there just because I just cannot. Nothing that they've done or I've done. I don't have time for it right now with my Sunday smoke. But the staff chatter, they were talking about, hey, anyone know why Justin Lampkin's on the 60-day IL? 60-day IL? I'm on Baseball Reference looking at it. It says 7-day IL. I'm looking everywhere on the internet, and there's no answers. The only place you can find that he's even on that is MILB. Like, it's just in the corner, transactions. Oh, yeah, they put him on the 60-day IL a few days ago. I'm like, what the frick is this? I just made a trade, finally. And no one's and the guys in the Discord are just guessing, but they're like, "Oh, it's probably TJ." I'm like, it's not good if they're just like going from 7-day to 60-day. You know what I mean? Like, so and it's funny. All the articles about him are from this week or last week are just like raving how he's one of the hottest rising prospects. So, folks, if you're listening to this, I'm not going to tell you to sell Lampkin to unsuspecting victims. I do think that's kind of bad vibes, but I would say don't go out trading for him. I went right back to the GM. I said, my brother in Christ, I'm kind of demoralized. I've been out of the game. I finally got on my computer and tried to make a deal. And I picked Lampkin. and he said, oh, he's like, I'm surprised you even know who he is, man. He's like, he's low key doing great. Anyway, Justin Lampkin, watch out. Hopefully it's just some kind of hip problem or knee problem or anything but that throwing arm. But that's just a little bit and so we did a trade back. I had to pay out the wazoo, but more than I would want to. But he was like, "Oh, do it I'll trade you Shields for Lampkin, but you have to give me a first." And I said, "Bro, I'll quit this league." I said that to him. I said, "It's my own league. I'm going to quit it." And he said, "All right, second." I'm like, "All right, deal." I had a little mild tantrum.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that sucks when you trade for someone when they're hurt. That sucks.
It would be one thing if he went out, played, and got hurt right after. That's like you broke it. You know what? I don't know if that's actually a good metaphor, but it's like you made the trade and then he got hurt. But if we both made the deal and no one in the whole world knew that this was happening, and it already happened a few days ago because he got switched over a few days ago. But I did my research. There was nothing about it. Anyway, so
yeah. I'm right there with you. All right. Are you ready, Doc, to get into the
we already did a half a podcast. Let's rock it.
We did. The Magnificent Seven.
Okay. Kate, what was that?
The Magnificent Seven. You're supposed to go yeehaw. It's been,
I'm out of the loop. I was trying to think what's my cue for this one. So it's
where's my yeehaw?
Take 3. Action. You gotta say Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stellar. That was like that's one that should be clipped. That was a clippable yeehaw right there.
Yeah.
All right, number one.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, you're the cowboy. Yeah, you're the real cowboy. Number 1 is Cade Cavalli with the Washington Nationals. Let's talk about some Cade Cavalli.
Yeah, just someone who I've been I should have probably been talking about before. His stats, they don't jump off the page at you, right? 3.98 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, and frankly, it's weird. You look at a Savant page, it's everything other than expected ERA and ERA. It's actually fine, either average or good. I think it's just a success right now that he's not being injured, right? He's got up to 74 innings already. Again, in the big leagues, he gave us 48 innings last year of mostly really bad baseball. It has not been really bad this year. The whip was 1.5 last year almost. And then, of course, he was just injured forever before that. So if we can get a career out of this guy, 6'4", 223 frame, he's got that big heater. It's just at the end of the day, he's showing flashes, right? He's showing moments where I remember about a month ago, I felt like he was just giving us those double-digit strikeout games. Those have gone away a little bit. He's probably going to go through peaks and valleys. I'm just happy for the guy. I don't know if he's necessarily someone shallow league GMs need to go and pursue at all costs. I don't know if the hype remember when he was a prospect, guys, he was doing 15K9, right? He was a flamethrower. Yeah, I'm looking at his game logs here. In April, he went 10 strikeouts. Then in May, he went 8 and 9 strikeouts. 7, he has high strikeouts. They've been kind of up and down since then. But I mean, he's showing flashes of what he could be. And that's, in my experience, that's when you may have a future stud, when they flash that double-digit strikeout potential, and then turning into an actual consistent stud is that key word, consistency, just doing it over and over again, less duds in between, obviously. So maybe that's the next step, but I'm happy to have him in one league, and I'd probably recommend checking the price tag on him in others.
Yeah, the weird thing is that his swing strike rate is only 10.7, and his stuff plus on his fastball is down quite a bit, but he's still performing very well. He is getting hit up a decent amount, 348 BABIP. So when you consider that he's performing very well with a 348 BABIP, one might think that there is even more positive regression ahead.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was. Again, guys, I'm kind of out of the game. I'm not going to give you the science here. I'm mostly here for entertainment, but gut instincts. Tim's the genius. But I will tell you that, I remember last year he had some weird stats too. He doesn't really add up. He's not a typical profile. But again, we know that he's had swing and the miss potential in the past. In terms of, and not just potential, but he's shown it. In the minors, he was again one of the most prolific arms. So the natural arm talent is there. If you can even just kind of rediscover that a little bit, and again make these flashes more consistent, the stats will catch up.
Yeah, for sure. Number 2, who's number 2 on the list?
Ryan Weathers. He's actually having a good game tonight, which is great. I didn't even realize he was pitching. He's the opposite of Matthew Liberatore. We don't want to talk about him tonight. Gosh darn. No. Everyone, I'm so sorry. I led you wrong on Matthew Liberatore, it turns out. Maybe he'll be a second half
me.
Remember last year he was really good early on and then got bad. Maybe this year, he actually started pretty okay this year. But imagine this year, he goes through this bad spell and then he finishes strong. Yeah, it's good. No, maybe.
I hope.
We'll see. Not a good night to talk about that, though. Yeah, so Ryan Weathers, I'm not sure if, again, I've been out of the loop. Hey, Tim, are people talking about him enough? He's a Yankee starter. I know he's been kind of pooping the bed the last few starts, but it seemed like there was a stretch there where he was turning into a pretty reliable rotation piece. What do you think? I think this guy's going to be a stud if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, nobody's really talking about him. It's kind of
really
weird. Yeah.
So, man, this is the problem. When I'm not on X, the guys I want people to talk about. I'm not the most. I'm not going to move mountains, but I think I can move some discourse or plant some seeds. There we go. Plant some seeds in people's brains, because I was a big Ryan Weathers truther. Oh gosh, I can't believe no one's talking about. Yeah, you got some numbers there for us?
Yeah, so for whatever reason, John's thing is not updated after the 30th. So his thing is broken for his dashboard for MLB. I did make him fix the minor league one, so I know the minor league one is fixed when he was on vacation. Because John likes to is such a New Yorker now that he goes to Jersey Shore on his vacations. So John was in Jersey Shore.
He's
for
literally
2
in New
weeks.
Jersey.
He just got back, but he was in Jersey
He goes
Shore.
from Indiana to New Jersey.
Yeah. He's with the Gweeds. He's Jersey Shore on vacation. Probably got a tattoo on his face.
It would have taken the same amount of time maybe to go to like Panama City Beach in Florida.
Yes, probably. But he said it wasn't his choice. I guess he made his in-laws pay for him to go on a 2-week vacation.
Yeah, it seems like an alpha dog maneuver.
Yeah, no, I don't even know if he had a choice. But anyway, he has not updated the MLB board that I know of. So we're looking at the board here, and it's only going to 530. But we can see here, we don't have his recent starts, but 10 strikeouts, 3 walks on May 30th. So that's great. He's actually downtrending. But yeah, we have nothing for June here, unfortunately. But yeah, like he's definitely throwing the changeup a lot, 23.5% of the time, and it's got a 119 grade on it. So he's leaning very heavily on this changeup, but it's still working, 18.3% swing strike rate. So going heavy on that secondary, on that off speed, and it's really working for him.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna get out of that.
Yeah, I like him. He's got 6 innings tonight, 1 bomb, single solo shot, 8 strikeouts, only 3 hits allowed though. The White Sox, but whatever, they'll take it.
All right, go to number 3. Number 3.
Cole Carrigg. Man, you know what's funny? I've been so underwater. I haven't had time to be a geek. So I'm going to be going with the vibes, and then I'm going to learning the geek stuff while you tell me about the geek stuff. So Cole Carrigg, I'm just looking at his savant page for the first time because I know who he is as a prospect. My last prospect ranks, I believe I had him as a top 50 guy, or at least top 60. Some folks were getting a little bit out on him. I just think the profile has always shown a lot of the upside of stealing 50 plus bases in the minors, hitting enough home runs. Frankly, not striking out too bad. What was it? Yeah, his ratios have been kind of up and down a little bit. You look at his savant page, it's very funny to look at. It's extreme. But you love the 95th percentile sprint speed. You love that he's walking a lot. He's not actually striking out that much either. It seems like he's just a rookie. He's just not scoring up the ball properly. He's not launching the ball properly. He's not really getting a lot of exit velos somehow, despite having 3 home runs. But again, the bat speed is cream of the crop. So I don't know, man. Like it's a very funny profile, a very small sample size profile, but 3 home runs and 1 stolen base already. Those stolen bases are going to increase throughout his minor league career. That's what's been he's been carried by the stolen bases, actually, not the power. The power has been a nice bonus. So the fact that he's already showing some of that, again, playing in Coors Field, it's like this is a real deal. I think he's going to be a fantasy guy. I think he might be maybe what people thought Jordan Beck would be, but better. Maybe is that a good one? Is that good? I don't know. He seems to walk more.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, I threw a comp on here of Cedric Mullins and Ramon Laureano mashed into one guy.
That's terrible.
No, it's not. You saw his gun the other day? Yeah. Dude, he's got such an arm. He throws 100 miles an hour. He's like Mason Wynn in the outfield. But anyway, it's because he used to be a catcher. So anyway.
I guess you're talking defensively, but no one wants to be compared to Ramon Laureano.
Laureano's solid, bro.
But that's not sexy.
No, it's not sexy, but it's solid. And it's realistic. So anyway, Cole Carrigg was my number 100 prospect in my rankings update here. I did have him at one point as like a 55 or something, but that was like a year ago. And on Prospect 1, Welsh always has me on it. He does it like this one episode every year where he has these people on and we do bold predictions or whatever. And last year, my bold predictions for breakouts were Cole Carrigg and Connor Prelip. And then they both broke out this year instead of last year. So I was like 1 year too early on both of these guys. And then last year I started going down on him because his contact rate started getting worse. And I'm like, uh-oh. I was like, his hit tool is getting worse. But his hit tool is actually really, really good in the minors. 80% contact rate, 89% zone before the call up here. 26 steals, 5 bombs. So he was really mashing. And I don't think, because he's hit, how many home runs so far? 3 home runs so far in the majors. I don't think that's realistic to hold that. His exit velocities are like okay. He's not a 20, 30 homer guy. Like he's more of a speed guy. So you can see my grades here on the tools. A 40 out of 50 on the hit, 40 out of 50 on the plate approach, 45, 50 power, 65 speed. So his premier tool is his speed and his bat speed. He's a really, really good athlete. Like I put here that his peak seasons, I could see like a 260 to 280 hitter with somewhere between 15 to 20 homers, 40 doubles, and 40
That's
steals.
a fantasy star.
Yeah, it's a really good player. I think he's just going to be more of a doubles guy than a home run guy, especially in cores because it is a big park. So I think that if you're looking at his 3 home runs so far in 10 games or whatever he's done, 9 games or whatever he's done, like he's not going to be hitting a home run every 3 games. That's not who he is. That's just kind of lucky, but he's going to be more of a doubles speed guy moving forward, I would say. But yeah, he's a good player for sure. He's going to be a little volatile, I think, but he's a good player.
Yeah, I think he'll probably even be better for fantasy than real life, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
No, he's in Colorado. Nobody cares about Rockies players.
Yeah, but take it back. He's got a motor on him too, so he's like a fun guy for the team. Never mind. He's a good player all around.
Yeah, very true. All right, number 4. Who do you got? You got an old guy.
Yeah, I'm going the opposite than these other guys here. Bringing it back to Paul Goldschmidt. Gosh, back-to-back Jewish guys. Thought I was going to say Jew.
Goldschmidt's not Jewish, dude.
Get this. So here's a fun fact about Paul Goldschmidt. First of all, his name's Goldschmidt. His father is Jewish, but Paul has converted to Christianity. So he's a major Christian. Yeah, he's super all about it. That's the most Jewish name of all time. Come on now.
I thought he was too until he was on the Cardinals, and then I was like, he donating to all these churches and stuff. I was like,
yeah, he like plays like the Jesus music when he comes out too. He's all about it. So yeah, that's the thing. Honestly, I loved how much of a Christian he was. So I was like, yeah, Paul Goldschmidt. I was one of his biggest fans. I actually liked him even before all that, to be honest. I'm just like adding that on now. But like I drafted him in 2013. In my home league's founding inaugural draft, and I was heartbroken last year when things kind of just came apart. Right, it's like, oh, it's over. Right, it's not over till it's over. He's batting almost 300 now. The comeback is upon us, huh? Yeah, it's almost looking like peak Goldie again. 364 OBP, 298 average. Honestly, I've been so busy this year, guys. It's probably a big reason why we haven't been doing podcasts lately.
301. He's hitting 301, man.
Okay. I have yesterday's stats. So he's over 300 now. And so I checked the other day because I got him in like one league, and I think it's the score sheet league. And I'm like, yeah. I had him like kind of on and off the bench to start the season. It seemed like it was over even to start the season, right? Ben Rice crushing it. And then I just checked. I'm like, seems like he's doing really well. I wonder if he's rostered anywhere. And then I check his savant and everything. I'm like, oh, gosh, he's back? I didn't realize he was back. Yeah. It stinks because I now don't have him in any league, right?
He has more home runs this year and 158 plate appearances than he had in 534 last year.
It's devastating. I wish I had him in this one league.
He's only 17 home runs away from 400. That would be sick if he got that.
You think he's going to keep this up?
Dude, he's got a 157 WRC plus this year. This is his best year since 2022, which I think was the Pujols season. So this is his best year in like 4 years. If he finishes with like 15 more home runs, he's like 2 away. He's definitely going to play one more year. Like he's got to, right? If you're like 398 home runs after a really good year, like you think he's going to have to come back one more year? He's only 38. He could easily play a couple more years after.
I have to go trade for him in this original league because like I just cut him a bit. Like I can't have to get my team in a 12-team league. So yeah, no, I guess so, man. I don't know, but shout out to the old guy, whether he's going to keep this up or not. I mean, seems like he's earned himself proper playing time. And also shout out to the Yankees. I think the whole baseball world kind of gave up on him and was kind of waiting.
Yeah, they did too. The only reason he's playing is because Aaron Judge got hurt, right?
Yeah, I mean, he had a good platoon role, but this obviously expanded pretty dramatically here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 5 is from former Cardinals first baseman to Cardinals first baseman.
Yeah, man, Burley. Again, is anyone? I don't know. I'm not on X right now. Are people really getting into the Burlmaster, the
No.
Maestro? They're not appreciating
Nobody
him?
is. Nobody is.
Dude, he's got a 285 average, 346 OBP, and that's actually way under what the Savant says he's going to be. They is expected to be a closer to 300 average, closer to 400 OBP, ex WOBA, as they would say in the biz. Already up to 13 home runs. Again, career high was 21 2 years ago, 18 last year. So he's probably going to hit 20. He's really he's almost certainly going to hit 20 if he stays healthy. Like he's actually probably going to hit 25. This could be his Vinny P year from last year. We don't want to bring up Vinny P too much because they don't put bad vibes on him. But like this could be the year where he actually hits 30 if everything matches well. Of course, he's kind of on pace for it at the moment. Heck, in the last week, he was doing like 4 home runs in a row, and then he almost hit another one, and then Jackson Merrill had to ruin everyone's day. Tell me some geek stats about him, because I love what I'm seeing right now. He's expanded his game. Every time I go to watch, he's doing something else that's great. From what I understand, he's crushing it. Again, I haven't been able to watch as many games, but he's crushing it on defense. Yeah, you look at his Savant too. 12 fielding run value to 62nd percentile. Sorry, that's not 12, but 12 percentile fielding run value to 62nd percentile field run value. So becoming like, I don't know, maybe not Gold Glove, but really good first baseman.
Yeah, he's he's way more athletic than he actually looks. Like you look at him and you're like, okay, this guy looks like a beer league softball player or something. He looks like he should be on a boat fishing and drinking a beer at 10 a.m. He does not look like a professional.
He definitely likes doing that in the offseason, you can tell.
Yeah. But he's interesting because he is like, there's not many guys who have good contact and then have that kind of power with like that kind of body. It's just like a really weird. I feel like he has
like old school. It's just an old school hitter.
Yeah, he's got like a it's like Steven Kwan plate approach, but then he's like a big guy. It's like what? It's like what's going on here? But yeah, he's doing really well. He gets better every single year of his career. And he's 27. I think he's like the oldest guy on the Cardinals. He's 27.
Yeah, I think some people think he's 31 because he kind of looks it almost. Like his face, he's got that beard, his big body. He got like a dad bod up, So I don't know. I think that people are always. I'm always a little bit surprised when I'm reminding myself like how old he is. And also the problem is he took a while to kind of break out or get into the bigs. He wasn't this 21-year-old hotshot prospect. He came up, I think, at 24 and just struggled, and he was looking like maybe a quad A guy for a bit. Blaze Jordan might be the next Burleson. You never know. Kind of similar-ish profiles in that regard.
Yeah. He crushes righties. Look at that. Look how bad he is against lefties. 200 batting average against lefties. I mean, this is by 531. But he just absolutely crushes righties. That's why he's hitting 5th tonight, I guess. Number 6, talking about who he's verse. Who's he verse?
Noah Cameron.
Yes. All right, go ahead. Number 6, Noah Cameron.
I saw 2 of my favorite pitchers pitching tonight, and I'm like, gosh, during my podcast, that's not going to be fun. And it turns out I'm thankful I didn't have to watch it because then I'd be ashamed of one of my sons. We got to bring him up again. Yeah, he got pulled after 1.2, right?
Libertor?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, but only 5 earned runs. 2 were unearned. 7 runs total. So we take our – hey, well, how about this? No walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1.2 innings. Hey, not that bad. Got hit a lot.
420 whip. Great.
Just got hit a lot. I'm looking at his last few games. Honestly, Lib was like okay. He's been okay, not great, but okay. He hasn't blown up since April 25th.
Man, I thought he was going to be so good. He had such a good spring. He looked so good this spring.
Yeah, his stuff plus was up too.
Just goes to show spring doesn't matter. Jordan Walker looked terrible this spring, and he's amazing. And Libertor looked amazing this spring, and now he's terrible. So.
Well, honestly, he wasn't terrible. He was just not that great, and now he had a bad night. His stats are all going to be messed up, and no one's going to believe me. Cameron, though, everyone was kind of the other way with him, thinking this was like a whole fluke last year. And, again, like it's not like his season numbers are fantastic. But, gosh, the way the Royals pitchers are dropping like flies, they're like, no. He's the best. He's amazing. We're very grateful to have Noah Cameron. And frankly, the deeper I kind of like that. With say what you will about Lib, he's been healthy, right? Cameron's been healthy. These guys are giving us innings right now, and so the more 30 teamers you play in, the more you're like, I'll just take like a lot of like really good pitchers who are there and active, But oh gosh, okay, no, I was gonna say, did Cameron get lit up too? He's not having actually a fantastic night.
He's 429 BAB against. He's had some bad luck.
But he hasn't. Okay, I can't even go back on Fantrax here. I don't want to go on any other site right now. I'm trying to do a podcast, But he hasn't allowed more than 4 runs, and going all the way back to April 24th, which is the farthest back it goes in any game, any outing. So that's remarkably consistent. He doesn't usually give up 4. I think that shout out to Noah Cameron for kind of cementing himself as this. Yeah, maybe he's not going to do the 2.99 ERA from last year, the 1.099 WHIP like last year, but he's rounding himself into a solid rotation piece. And if you're a fan of baseball, I'm trying to be a fan of baseball. I think 30 team leagues do help with that too, right? They help you understand baseball a bit better. Oh yeah, everyone counts. You go to a ballpark, you see, why is there a 196 average on the freaking lineup? Why is this 9? Even in the 9-hole, why? Come on, I play fantasy baseball in a 10-team league. How come you could possibly have that on your team? That doesn't make any sense. It's like you see him there. He's like, some Hispanic wizard at shortstop or second base, right? He's just like, oh, okay, I get it now. As a 30-teamer though, I'm adding that guy. His name's Jorbit Vivas. I got him starting in my 30-team league, and he's actually kind of clutch sometimes when there's injuries or guys are sitting. I put Jorbit in there. I don't know how to say his name. But
Your beat. So this segment just got saved.
He gives me a hit and a run. I'm like, yes, dude. 1 for 4, baby. You crushed it.
This segment just got saved because he had the bases loaded against him for the second time in the game, and he struck out Nelly.
What?
He just struck out Nelson Velasquez with the bases loaded.
Cameron.
Yeah, he got out of a bases loaded jam just now.
I was gonna say, I saw 6 hits there after refreshing. I'm like, could have sworn those weren't there a second ago.
Yeah, it could have gone pretty bad there if then Nelly
I have a TV in front of me. I guess I could have put it on there, but now I'd be all distracted. I gotta wait till you talk.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, dude. This guy's got 70 innings pitched this year. This guy throws innings. So
he's a dog, man. And that makes
sense because he wears glasses. I have to ask that.
Yeah, and his name is literally Noah Cameron, and he's from Kansas City. So he sounds like the most Midwestern boring guy if you're like a coastal, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm like, yeah, it's nice and boring. Keep that going. But I've seen him do that before, and Lib's done that before when he's on his game too. Just guys who know how to get outs. Like I've seen Noah Cameron dig deep and this is the thing, your stats, your savant's not necessarily going to show that, right? The grit plus metric.
All right, number seven, who's also pitching tonight.
Is he actually? No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Oh, dude, I had an error. Never mind.
If I just say something enough, I'm right.
Yes. Okay, go. Number 7.
Trevor Rogers. Goodness gracious, dude. So we'll talk about Jordan Walker apparently 3 times in the podcast. I traded at last year's deadline in our salary cap league. I traded Trevor Rogers for Jordan Walker and a pick or something like that. People were mad because Jordan Walker was in the middle of not being good, and Trevor Rogers was in the middle of looking like a Cy Young guy again, and he kept it up after that. He did really well. He almost helped me, crush everything. And to start this year, Trevor Rogers looked great again, and I felt solid. At the last month, have not felt solid. I felt very unsolid. Bro. This is not, Jordan Walker's looking like one of the best players in all of baseball for the next forever. And Trevor Rogers was starting to do the Trevor Rogers thing again, right? I'm like, oh, is this a mental problem or is it physical? No, neither's good. Neither's good. Let me go ring out. Here's the amount of runs Trevor Rogers was letting up. 4, 5, 3. That 3 was in 1.2 innings. 6, 7, 4. And then the best start in forever was 4 runs in 6 innings. You're like, you know what?
Almost a quality start.
We're getting there, baby. And then he's gone 1, 3, 2. And the strikeouts still aren't really there, but he's been going 6 innings, 5.2, 5.2, 6. So he's basically giving to 6 innings every outing. Hey, okay, he's not broken. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm saying you don't. This might be a good time to buy. I don't think he's as bad as he was. Is he as good as it looked like he was? We were all on board. Or a lot of us were getting on board. He went to, was it Driveline or was it somewhere else? He was doing some things that justified, the breakout last year. It wasn't like it was an accident. He intentionally went out and fixed some things. And I haven't done the digging, the diving. Maybe you know more than I do, or maybe you have beliefs that I don't. But I think that Trevor Rogers, if he can just stay healthy and keep his head on straight, his talent is there to be a really solid pitcher. But yeah, again, maybe he's never that like sub 2 ERA looking guy like he was the end of last year. But again, 3.5 ERA, like maybe like a really, really good pitcher. I think that's in the cards.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because he has really good, like his fastball stuff plus is 105, stuff plus overall is 101. So it's actually much better than last year. But his swing and miss is like super down, like 10% swing strikes. Like, what is happening with that? So that is almost maybe like, is that a pitch mix issue? Because if his stuff is playing better, but his swings and misses are down, and he's still hitting in the zone because he still has only a 7.6% walk rate and a 68% first pitch strike rate. So he's throwing a lot of strikes. It's like he's just not mixing his pitches the right way. That might be like a catcher issue. maybe he needs a better. Sorry, Adley, but maybe he needs a different catcher like calling him, because like he's got like it's just really weird because his stuff plus on his pitches is all pretty high. His fastball is like okay, like 15% IVB. It's like not bad. It's this average fastball or whatever. But as far as like movement profile, his sweeper is killing it. And the sinker is actually pretty nasty. 18 inches of horizontal break is pretty nasty. And the changeup is pretty nasty. So he's got 3+ looking pitches from a movement profile wise. And it's just like, he's just not getting swings and misses. So it's almost like a catcher issue or pitch call issue, something like that.
That's so weird. Look at his profile, chase percentage. Like he's one of the best in the league. And then K rate's down. Like he's just, it's probably a pitch mix situation. It's really weird. Yeah. We'll see. He's just had he's been a weird guy. That's why I keep saying mental. I'm like, because we all know how he started and how he ended up, right? Like he started off looking like at whatever it was, 22 years old, 23 years old, looking like an absolute potential Cy Young guy, and then going through years of mediocrity to the comeback story again. And like last year, remember, it felt like it was a small sample size. 109 innings is not a small sample size.
Yeah.
Like that's fantastic. 1.18 ERA, 1.81 ERA and a sub 1.
I mean, it's 226 BABIP last year, so dude,
109 innings, right? Like you would think you'd have at least over 2. You think you'd have at least over a 1 whip. Like the fact that you were able to keep those runs and those hitters and those walks, like you're able to crush it. He's almost got as many walks this year as he had all of last year.
All right, shout your boy out. We're going long. Shout your boy out. It's time.
All right, we're gonna shout my boy out for my wife. Miles Michaelis, he still has a career. and in case you haven't followed, in case you thought his career was over, 7 innings. What is this? On June 14th of 0 earned runs. The game before, 0 earned runs. He's actually, he had a really bad game before that. But then, anyway, he's got a career again. Go look at his last couple months even. He apparently can only pitch now with an opener in front of him. I don't know what that's doing, but ever since the Nationals started doing it, like he's been pretty good. Let me see his 30 game. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but yeah, 2.73 ERA, 0.87 whip over the last 30 days. Miles Michaelis. Michaelis. He's the best. He's better than Matthew Liberatore. Who saw that one coming?
Dude, if you take out like 2 of his starts, he's only given up. He gave up 17 runs in 2 starts out of 40 of runs. So if you take out those 2 starts, he's only given up 23 runs over like 60 innings. That's not too bad.
He's kind of
like 2 terrible starts.
Yeah, dude, he's fantastic. I have him in so many deep 30 teamers because I'm just like, you need pitchers, right? So I kind of just had him because I like him, and it's like, yeah. Is he
gonna be Bartolo Colon and pitch until he's like 45, just like burning innings for bad teams?
Well, what do the Nationals still have the best offense in baseball or something? Like, wasn't that a crazy thing that's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's get to the next thing. All hat, no cattle. Who's your biggest phony of the week?
Miles Michael. No, just like turn on my boy. Well, here we'll save some time here. Royce Lewis, he gets hurt too often. I hope for the comeback story. I don't ever like to celebrate these things, but yeah, I just we'll see what happens there. Same thing with Byron Buxton. Same thing with Glasnow. I've hated being right about Glasnow over and over again. Every time he gets hurt, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's part and parcel of life with Tyler Glasnow." And again, hopefully it's not. And yeah, maybe Royce Lewis. Eventually, he'll probably pull it off 1 year, right? He'll have that big Buxton season, but I just don't want to deal with that risk.
Yeah, I feel that. I agree, man. I'm not like that. I'm a yellow belly on Royce Lewis. I will never own him again in a league like that. It doesn't even matter what he does. Like I'm just
12-teamer. That's okay. It's okay. Forget about it.
I will never own him in a league again. All right, let's get to Huckleberry of the week. My Huckleberry of the week is Joshua Baez, the one and only. Yeah. Everyone was out. Like, people were so out on him. I put him as a top 10 prospect, and I did this on my Memorial Day update. So I had him as a top 10 prospect. And if you asked people a month ago, people were going to be out on him. They're like, oh, the contact rate is so bad now, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, let's see. Since May 25th, kind of picking a random date here. Let's just start it on June 1st. So since the beginning of June, his contact rate is up to 74%. An 83% zone contact, 7 home runs and 60 plate appearances, 95 average exit velocity, 108.4 90th, 114 max, 24.4% air pull, 22% barrel rate. Just every home run that he hits looks like a moonshot. 4 home run game. This dude is just on top of the world. He's fire. The hit tool is average or below average. It's a 45, maybe that's fine if he's got a 45 hit tool because he's got 65 grade power and 60 grade speed. So he's a tool shed. This dude is a ton of fun. Yeah, 400 BABIP during this time period, but he's just a beast. I know 3% walk rate. Okay, whatever. Like, he's just having fun mashing taters right now. Joshua Baez is my Huckleberry of the week.
Yeah, I love that. If you hadn't have said him, I might have gone there. A lot of prospects I'm loving right now. I love Josiah Hartshorn. I feel like people were really big on him, then they're kind of low, and then I kind of forgot about him, and now he's back again. But Joshua Baez is on the doorstep, and the Cards are looking like a fun team. I'm super excited about their future. Obviously, you and I'm not like a diehard. I think you might be borderline diehard Cardinals guy.
Oh yes.
You can tell I'm pretty fond of them, obviously. But I'm literally wearing a Rangers jersey with an Orioles jersey in the background. Although that's just because someone gave that to me. That was one of the nicest guys. He's the Texas Rangers in our league. And I'm a total jerk. I'm Martin.
You forgot the guy's name who gave you a Cal Ripken jersey.
No, but Martin. He's right for pitcher list. You know Martin.
Yes, I know Martin. Okay.
I'm forgetting his last name.
Who's your
dude? No, but you can't let me. I got to look up Martin's name after this.
Sikolsky. Sikolsky, yeah.
Shout out to Sikolsky. In fact, but also not shout out to Sikolsky. So that's actually revenge Sikolsky, because he came into our league and he said, everyone offer me for any players other than David Shields and Joshua Baez. And I said, okay, well, those are the two guys I would love to trade for those guys. No offers. Like, no offers. 5 seconds later, he trades them away. I'm like, what are you doing? I have the best team in the league. It's now up for debate with all these injuries, but gosh. Anyway, so friggin' frustrating. But yeah, man, I kind of regret it because I've been super busy, as you could tell. Again, we're not doing podcasts this last month. That's how busy I got. And that's when Joshua Baez stock went all the way down. And it's frustrating because, yeah, now he's hitting 4 home runs in a game, and all of a sudden, I think he'll be just fine. Lars Nootbaar, what do you think? Probably the odd man out long term for Baez.
Yeah, I think he's traded. I think they trade him and they trade May. And then they're going to probably trade like Jojo Romero, and they're going to trade your boy. They're going to trade a lot of guys.
My boy? Which boy?
What's his face? I'm blanking right now. The closer.
Riley O'Brien.
Yeah, Riley. Yeah. They're going to trade Riley.
He's a grinder.
Trade all those guys.
Why would they trade Riley? He's young and controllable.
No, he's not. He's like 31.
He's controllable.
Yeah, he is controllable, but he's like 31.
I
think they trade all those guys.
That doesn't make any sense.
And then it won't matter because they're just going to call up Bias. Then they'll call up Cooper Jerpy, who is looking baller
Cooper
right now.
Jerpy has been like, he'll give you like 10 innings and then blow up both arms, you know.
He's going to come in the bullpen. He's going to replace JoJo.
You have one of the most reliable closers. He's not that reliable. He's one of the most gritty closers in the league.
They should trade Pajes because you've got Jimmy Crooks now.
That's fine. Correct.
Yeah.
This is now the Cardinals podcast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So who's your Huckleberry of the week?
Most people haven't heard of him. Under the radar. He's only 6'7". Up to 251 pounds now. They got his listing updated online here. 21 years old and one of the best hitters in baseball already, apparently. Bryce Eldridge. You ever heard of him?
Yeah. I can't even play him in our odd new league because I've got Ohtani clogging my utility spot. I've got Kurtz at first base, so he just rides my bench.
You can just send an offer, brother. It's okay. I'll take him off your show.
I did send you an offer of him in the offseason for I can't remember who, and you declined it.
Yeah, it's probably for like someone better, you know.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was for, but I did offer him to you this offseason, and you declined it. And I was like, okay.
Is it demoralizing in our salary cap league when you see all these injuries for me? You're like, maybe the champ's down, maybe I got a shot, and then I just say promote Bryce Eldridge. You know, like, hey, I got this other guy coming up. He's carrying me, dude.
Sorry, I've got Baez in that league, so all right, Eldridge.
Oh, you traded him to you?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, dude. Sikolsky. I'm so glad I forgot your name for 5 seconds. Thank you for the jersey. Do not thank you for ruining my life with that. But yeah, Bryce Eldridge. I mean, what is there to say, right? I mean, he's just doing everything you thought he would do. Again, I'm not sure. He's taking tons of walks in the bigs too.
He's 3-4-5 slash line right now.
It's funny because
21-year-old
that was the one thing people weren't sure necessarily if he would take enough walks. Maybe he'd be more of a, I think he's such a friggin' beast. Got so much power that it's gonna just blow up his OBP and lead to more walks out of fear, right? Pitchers just don't want to lose. They don't want to give up that big bomb. It doesn't seem to be working so far. It's crazy that he's 21 years old, man. Like he's only going to get thicker. He's only going to get stronger. Who do you have long term? Bryce Eldridge or Jack Caggs?
Eldridge.
I also think that's true. I just like watching the Royals more. And the commissioner of our league is such a jerk to trade with. He's a nice guy. The Cincinnati Reds has been jerking me around. I've been trying to get Caggs off him this whole time because I need a friggin' right fielder long term, and I like the Royals. And every Caggs owner is either a Royals fan or Italian, and apparently the most stubborn people in the history of the world. Like I've offered crazy deals. I still have a Cody Bellinger and David Shields trade up in one league for him, and the guy refuses to do it. I've had it since the offseason.
Bellinger's having a really good year.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I said to our commish, I said, "Are we ballsy enough to do Eldridge for Caggs?" I haven't sent it, but I asked him if could we just do that. I'll do it.
Don't do it. Eldridge.
I think he is, but my first baseman is set for the next few years and for the future. So
all right, yellow belly of the week. My yellow belly of the week is Zach Galoff. Zach Galoff is on fire right now. Don't trust it. Never trust Zach Galoff. This guy had 20% swinging strike rate last year, 17 the year before. Do you actually think it's fixed? He's still striking out 25% of the time. He still only has a 5% walk rate. This guy has some of the worst plate skills in all of baseball. Yes, the contact rate is much better this year, but it's still only an 80% zone, and it's still only a 74% contact rate. 78%. Yeah, it's still below average. So he still has a below average hit tool. He still has a very, very bad plate approach. His power isn't even that great. He has 11 home runs, but that's all the ballpark. This guy only has a 108 max EV, an 89 average EV. There's like nothing special here. He's like a 7.6% barrel. If you put him in any other park, he doesn't have 11 home runs. He has like 6. So like Zach Galoff is not good, people. Don't buy in on this. This is just like a Matt McClain. This is a Matt McClain thing. He and Matt McClain are the same guy in different leagues. Except I think Matt McClain's actually a little bit better. So don't buy Zach Galoff. He's not good. Yellow belly of the week. Stay away. Who you got?
No, I'll just add that I agree. I think that that's an easy one. I don't remember who had VS2. Yeah, it's over, man. Yeah. The dream's over for now. I think he's still pretty young. But Victor Scott, I always said, well, here's the nice thing about Victor Scott. He just needs to have a below, I don't know why I became Trump. He needs to have it. I don't know what that is, but he needs to have a below average hit tool. He doesn't have to have a good hit tool. He doesn't have to have an average hit tool. He needs to just get to like a 220 batting average with a 310 OBP. As a start, and see if you can build a little bit from there. Because last year he had a 216 batting average and 305 OBP. That's including the end where he really fell off. So if you could just literally have built on that, and again, last year 34 stolen bases. So like for fantasy purposes, and the defense in the outfield, there's a room for you in baseball, in pro baseball, and MLB baseball, Major League Baseball. There's no room for a 194 hitter. There's no room for a 276 OBP. Hope it works out for him. He's still only 25 years old. The defense is so good. The speed is unteachable. I think he'll get a chance. It's just probably not with the Cardinals, and most likely as a utility guy. Hey, youth is on his side. Prayers out for him. He, again, just needs to be below average. But for me, it's like I feel like I'm in the Shark Tank, right? But for me, I'm out.
yeah, I like that.
Sucks. I hate it. I feel like I'm breaking up right now. I'm going to have a 2-year-old on my eye. I'm still in. We're still hope with Caleb Durbin. Caleb Durbin could be a guy. Miles Michaelis is good.
Victor Scott is hitting 364 in AAA right now.
He's the greatest of all time. I'm back on.
Mexican stand. Get ready for the Mexican standoff. All right, we got a good one here. Yes. Yeah.
I just looked down. I'm like, are there still harmonicas here? That's how long it's been. I haven't even been in this area of my house, guys. This is our last podcast.
Yeah, the last podcast was the last time you were there. Mexican standoff. We got 3 good players here. You've got Byron Buxton, who is going off. I literally got destroyed in a league single-handedly because the guy that I faced in this head-to-head league last week had Byron Buxton in a 20-team league, and he completely destroyed me, just one guy. Everyone else on his team sucked except for Byron Buxton, and he beat me in like most categories because of Byron Buxton. So you got Byron Buxton here. You got Yordan Alvarez. So you got 2 injury kings here. And then you've got P. Crow Armstrong, who is kind of on a revenge tour the last few weeks here, a little bit younger. So you got a couple injury guys here, and then you got a young guy. Do you trust P. Crow? So in Dynasty, between Byron Buxton, hot, amazing, best player in the league until he gets hurt. Yordan Alvarez, great hitter, no speed like Byron Buxton, good power, but always also gets hurt. And then you got P. Crow Armstrong, who is pretty risky, pretty streaky, but younger. Which of these guys are you going with in Dynasty?
Dynasty, that's interesting. I mean, it's funny. Okay, batting average or OBP, or like what, because that would be the thing for me.
Okay, we're talking
batting average only league, which is not what we usually play in. I'd go with PCA pretty easily.
Let's say we're talking runs, homer, RBI, stolen base, OBP.
Okay, just OBP. Then no, I don't think this 349 is going to hold up. I don't think. He's young enough where he could shift his profile. I don't know, man. I'm not buying in with PCA. Again, it seemed obvious last year that he was going to be one of the greatest of all time and then just threw off a cliff, right? So we'll see. Buxton, I don't trust. His metrics aren't even really that friendly. He's got a lot of blue on there. You don't necessarily love that. And he's older, and he's going to get hurt again probably. So definitely not Buxton. He's the hard no. It's funny, man. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen with Jordan too. I feel like his injuries are always really weird, right? Like, he's got this hand bruise. He's out for 2 years. It's like, what the frick happened?
You're the one saying to sell Jordan. So age-wise for the listeners,
again,
Byron Buxton is 32 years old. Jordan is about to turn 29 in like a week. So happy premature birthday, Jordan. And P. Crow Armstrong is 24.
Yeah, but if you're telling me it's an OBP league, then like when Jordan's healthy, he's like MVP caliber. You're seeing it right now. He's got a 430 OBP, right? It's like crazy. He's so good. I've always said he's good. The problem with like Buxton and PCA is that there's actually a lot of times when they've been healthy and not good. So that's a problem, right? Now Buxton's older, so like I don't really necessarily he's just out of the running. PCA is young enough, like I said, where he could move things up ahead. But again, for him, the challenge is getting an OBP at the end of the season above 300. The last 2 seasons have not gotten there. They've been in the 280s for OBP. So that's a real drag. And of course, affects like your real worth.
Yeah, but steals are still a category, and Jordan's the one out of those 3 who doesn't get steals.
I can get my steals elsewhere. It's okay. Jordan.
Yeah, Victor Scott the second.
I was gonna make that joke. I'm glad you went there. I'll go Samad Taylor, bro. Samad Taylor, the new VS2. Gosh, there was some guy picked up. Anyway, whatever. But no, I go Jordan in this situation. I'm glad you picked these 3. That's a good one because I don't necessarily like all 3. And I think you know that.
Yeah, they all have flaws, so that's what makes it fun. Yeah, it's a tough one too.
Do you like better PCA or Dalton Rushing as a human being?
PCA.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? So I like PCA. He came in here. I'm like, you're a douche. You need to get punched in the mouth, and then you might be someone I like. Like, that's fine. You can grow and change as a person. But then I started hearing him like ripping on the Dodgers, and I'm like, God, don't make me like you, dude. Yeah. Don't make me like you, though. Come on.
Yeah, especially as a Cub. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to go PCA out of those guys, even though he is way more risky. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the volatility against the injury risk. And with the age advantage on top of it. So that I guess I think I'm going PCA, even though like statistically he's the worst out of those 3 this season from like a WRC plus standpoint. So that is the podcast. Follow Doc at Doc Eisenhauer on the X. Follow me at Fantasy Ace Ball. Doc, play us out. Give us a tune. Give us a sweet tune on that harmonica, baby.
All right, listen. Today we're gonna pull out the G. I like the G. It's nice deep, isn't it? Baseball.
John, pay that man.
Stay sharp, stay hungry, keep them barrels flying high. This is Doc's Dynasty Hour. We'll catch you on the other side. Here we go.